Welcome, everyone. Here it is, and it's opening night. A great... to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, BA. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. We've got George Thompson out there with Johnson. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Lanier in at the center position.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Back to Green to the paint. Here's George, and the jam by George.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Johnson against Thomas. Shoots over Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Here's Barry. George defending.
Well, the quickness of Paul George on defense is something that very few players possess. I think he does a fantastic job rushing guys because of his presence.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Jordan against Thompson. Now here's Jordan. Defense is right there. Thomas. Cash money from 16 feet away.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas. Cash money. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
Outside, Green. Back to George. Fires for three. Sinks the tray. George has got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Adebayo. Lets a floater go. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Barry. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Outside, Green. Pass to George.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Second team foul. Coming out of the floor for your Bucks, number 30, Tom Chambers.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Green against Adebayo. Clock at 6. To the inside. Robinson with the block. Pass to Chambers. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Adebayo. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Jordan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. The 4th spot held by Atlanta.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
The Hawks leading. Now here's Johnson. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Jordan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jordan. 2 shots.
Throws good. Jordan.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Johnson against Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Outside Johnson. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Timing important when you're doing the alley-oop dunk now, and David Robinson, perfect in timing his leap.
Outside, Green. Pass to Lanier. The Hawks need to get one up here. Green for 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Milwaukee in the lead. Adebayo in the post. Working on Thompson. Thomas outside. Adebayo's double. Lets it fly from 18. That shot missing.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Bucks foul. Michael Jordan. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Outside, Green. Back to Johnson. Out to Thompson. They still need this. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jordan. The rebound by Atlanta. Pass to George. Back to Thompson. Chambers grabs the miss.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Thomas with the ball. Here's the floater. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for the Hawks. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Second, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 1. Pass to Chambers. Now Robinson. 6 to shoot. Back to Simons. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
Free throw, no good.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Good on the second one.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Kuzi, pass to Simons. Driving in. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, Simons using his quickness to create, and a slow reaction by the defense.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And that one falls for Simons.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
And so Simons nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Johnson passes to Lanier. No good. Good work defensively by Robinson. Simons outside. Pass to Kuzi. Back to Simons. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson passes to Green. Back to Johnson. And there's a pick. Down low. Here's Lanier. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee out in front, up by 2. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Bucks?
One of the things, actually the one thing that really stands out to me is the amount of points they're piling up at the charity stripe. They're doing a great job getting to the line and converting.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court for the Hawks. Johnson is out there with George. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Green. And it's Battier in at the small forward position. Here's Kuzi. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
To the middle. And it's Allen who slams it home. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Here's Robinson following the score by Atlanta. And the shot's good.
Well, I like the stroke of David Robinson, especially from the mid-range area. I mean, softly lofting these shots up like he's in the gym all by himself.
Now here's Green. Still no points. Battier passes to George. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And the Bucks pushing it up now for the finish. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the upcoming schedule for the Atlanta Hawks. On Tuesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they kick off a road trip to New York, where they'll take on the Knicks.
And for that game against the Magic, that will be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
First one falls for him.
There's never any question about how hungry Adrian Dantley is for his next shot. He's constantly looking for opportunities to score the ball for his team.
Adebayo's checked in for Williams. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Battier. No made baskets yet. Left side, Green. Back to George. Allen a screen. Here's the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 3. And here's Simons outside. Counted from distance. Simons got 7.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Green up top, pounded by Adebayo. Green, a screen. Here's Johnson, outside for Green. 4 on the clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Great play from Draymond, using some ingenuity to work around the defense.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The 4th spot held by Milwaukee. Number 5, the Hawks.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
Simons outside. Barry, pass to Adebayo. That 3's off the mark. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Johnson over Thomas. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
Pass to Barry. From downtown. Rebounded by Johnson. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. He nails it, and we're tied.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Thomas, that's good.
Boy, inside, the defense goes all out trying to stop Thomas, but he stays focused and manages to get around him for the bucket.
Johnson finds Allen inside. And the jam by George.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the score by Atlanta. Here's Adebayo. And the basket is good. Adebayo's got his first bucket in this one.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Simons. He has 7. Robinson with it. Here's Barry. That one doesn't drop. And George with some nice D.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Now here's Green, tightly guarded.
Nice work that time by Draymond to draw the foul while in the act of shooting there.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw good. Green.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. An incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And the way they attacked the glass was absolutely infectious, finishing in the top 10 in total rebounding in the league.
And when you look at their scoring numbers from last season, this was a team that always got it done on that end of the floor. Here's Chambers. No points yet. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Johnson with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Allen with quick feet and showing you quick hands there. That allowed him to come up with that pilfer.
Simons outside. Pass to Adebayo. Thomas outside. It's Robinson, high post. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Allen. That one's off. Still out of sync.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
George passes to Allen. The 3 is up. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
When it comes to Battier, he is a tough and proven perimeter defender. And also, pretty good scorer, too.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, you can just tell the guys on his team look up to Robinson out on the floor. I mean, he's got such leadership qualities, and that's exactly what you want from your best player, a guy who can really galvanize the troops because they respect him so much.
Here's Green. No good there. Good D by Adebayo. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Chambers. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got 9.
It's close in. Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Here's Battier. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Hawks lead by 4.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Thomas against Johnson. Thomas passes to Adebayo. Simons outside. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Battier. Down low. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Here's Chambers. He's scoreless. Simons, left side. Over George. Rejected by George.
George is versatile defensively, can guard multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots, too. Going on the attack, working his way into a nice shot.
The Bucks trail by 6. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Thomas against Johnson. Simons outside. Shoots over George. And he can't bank that one in.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for tuning.
When I look at Atlanta, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, they're deep.
And that is going to do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
They've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Robinson's got 13.
Tell you what, when David Robinson is playing with confidence like this, he can really pile up the points.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Adebayo passes to Thomas. Pass to Barry. Thompson against Jordan. Shoots over Thompson. Lanier with the rebound. Lanier's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Jordan. Thompson passes to Johnson. For 3, George. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
George has gone 6 of 9 from the field. Pass to Barry. Adebayo from long range. Sends it home from 3-point land. Adebayo's gotten his 2nd bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Green from the arc. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Adebayo. The Bucks trail. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
4th and second chance points. And the way they attacked the glass was absolutely infectious, finishing in the top 10 in total rebounding in the league.
And what saved them in a lot of games, the second chance points. They were relentless on the offensive glass. Johnson against Thomas. George outside. Unloads. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Draymond Green. So he gets them both. The Bucks trail by 4. Thomas outside. Pass to Barry. Out to the wing. Adebayo, a screen on Thompson. Shoots it from the high post. Thompson with some nice D. The Hawks lead by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's George. He's got 18. Here's Lanier. Robinson defending. And it's Lanier missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Thomas outside. Here's Adebayo. Rebound Atlanta. Lanier's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Johnson. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Lanier. And here's George. Johnson passes to Lanier. That one's good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Watch out for Lanier. He is a monster in the painted area.
Thomas against Johnson. Now here's Adebayo. He's closely guarded. Pass to Jordan. Thompson with some nice D. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Johnson's length makes him hard to deal with inside, which is why he's able to draw fouls.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Conley's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Thomas passes to Barry. With the teardrop. The rebound by Atlanta. Lanier's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
Thompson's so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It's time for the bandstand. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move.
change here.
Substitution on the court.
The Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Jordan. Here's Barry. Here's Kuzi. And another miss by Milwaukee.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Battier passes to Conley. Here's Lanier. Williams defending. And here's Thompson for three. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Jordan. And it's good. 2 points.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
For three, Conley. Adebayo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Conley. Now Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan simply awesome.
Atlanta leading by 9. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Alan. Thanks. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Kuzi. To the left wing. Three-pointer. Jordan misses.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Battier passes to Vanderbilt. To the inside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Robert Williams picks up one.
Really like how steady Lanier looks out there. I mean, he's very patient, and he's graceful, strong, not rushing his game or trying to force anything.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Conley. Jordan inside, working on Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Free throw's good. Jordan. And both free throws good for Jordan. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 15-6 run. Vanderbilt finds Conley. To the paint. Here's Lanier. Banked it in off the glass. Lanier's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Pass to Dantley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Thompson fires the 3. Second chance shot. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Jordan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jordan's got 10, and so it's the Atlanta Hawks. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Hawks lead by 9. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. Klay Thompson is out there with Jarrett Vanderbilt. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Lanier in at the center position. For 3, Conley nails it from 3. Conley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Bucks shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Kuzi, the pass to Dantley. Six on the shot clock. From 18 feet away. Again, Milwaukee!
Not much of a three-point shooter. Dantley would much rather step in, hitting these.
Conley with the ball. And it's Jordan with the rebound. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. They set the pick. And he lobs it up top.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Right side, Conley. Fires from deep. Chambers grabs the miss.
And, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Jordan. Goes up on the baseline. Lanier with the rebound. Lanier's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Tipped away. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Inside is Kuzi. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Lanier. And he jams it home with authority. And he's now got the double-double.
That's just elementary routine for Lanier, getting whatever position he wants inside and then just going to work.
Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Releases from 15. The rebound by Atlanta. Lanier's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And here's Thompson for 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Kuzi. Baseline jumper right on the money.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Atlanta. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Over to the wing. Here's Cooper. Pass to Lanier. Some solid defense from Williams. Bucks trail by 6. And there's the lob. Stolen by Vanderbilt. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Cooper. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Dantley passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Atlanta making some changes here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. George comes in for Cooper. And it's Johnson in for Mike Conley. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside Johnson. Back to George. There's the 3. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Pass to Dantley. Back to Thomas. Now here's Robinson. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Johnson against Thomas. Here's Lanier. Green with the ball. 5 on the clock. Here's George. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now. Knocked away. Johnson against Thomas. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Even against tough defense, Thomas is never phased. He's fearless in going against contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Thomas. Both free throws good for Thomas.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency is, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Makes a noise.
Williams is checked in for the Bucks.
Number 35, Robert Williams.
Here's Thomas. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Second team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Isaiah Thomas taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
We got this. We got this.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Hawks lead by 6. And here's Johnson. Pass to Lanier. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Lanier, a big, strong lefty. Really good at finding contact inside and drawing the foul.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. That one misses. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up to the Bucks. Pass to Thomas. It's tipped. Now Johnson. Thompson left side. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Fires it. Simon's shot is good.
What a make by Simons. Ready to produce under pressure.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Thomas on the wing. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Tell you what, the long arms and great wingspan of Johnson, well used and suited for the shot denied.
Here's Thompson. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty and it's over.
Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
The finish! Money!
Well, when the stakes are at their highest, Thomas is at his best, ready to make plays.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And an intentional foul right there. Robinson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jordan comes in for Simons. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Thompson draws the double. Outside, Green. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Atlanta. Al Lanier at the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Jordan finds Adebayo. That shot is off. Green with the defensive effort. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's Atlanta with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Luka Doncic out there with Donovan Mitchell. And there's Davis and it's Sampson in at the center position. Now here is Davis. It's stolen by Frazier. Ewing, a screen on Mitchell. To the middle. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Worthy with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Dave DeBuscher with the slam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outside, Davis. Mitchell left side.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Frazier. Frazier with a screen on Mitchell. The three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now here's Frazier following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Ewing. And the Knicks good for 2.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Sampson. He's guarded by Ewing. And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Pass to DeBuscher. Back to Frazier. Now here's Ewing. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
First personal foul.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Second, the Knicks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Davis. Driving in, over to Bush, and Davis gets it to go.
That's part of his game that gets overlooked, as Anthony Davis has some nice handles for a big and can get shifty.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. Try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Worthy. After Luka Doncic's miss, pass to Houston. Frazier against Doncic. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Worthy with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Doncic against Frazier. Mitchell outside. Davis with a screen on Frazier. Mitchell looking it over. Shoots over Frazier, and it's Mitchell missing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And Ewing slams it in.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now here is Davis. Rice passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Davis has got his second bucket.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Worthy the screen to Busher. The offensive rebound. And Ewing slams it in.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So here's Charlotte, 9-point game. Gordon inside to Busher on him. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Aaron Gordon is a guy that you really value on both ends of the floor. He's capable of scoring. He'll attack the rim. He's shown that he's improved his three-point shooting. But on the defensive end, him being long and switchable, that helps out. So the more and more guys get used to his versatility, the more he's going to shine.
Charlotte making a switch here. Towns is checked in, and he can't hit the second.
Yeah, we can talk about the insane dunking, but Aaron Gordon is such a great glue guy. Does all the little things and willing to sacrifice his numbers for the good of the team.
Now, here's Hunter. Here's Peterson. Worthy with the rebound. Worthy's got 4 rebounds in this game. Frazier, the pass to DeBusschere. Looking for Ewing. He gets it there. Double team on Ewing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Pass to Peterson. Jacks up a 3. Knicks with the rebound. Now DeBusschere. Defended by Gordon. DeBusschere passes to Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Peterson. Still yet to score. And again, the Hornets missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Knicks leading by 10. Worthy, the pass to Houston. Back to Worthy. And he shoves it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
It's good.
Karl Anthony Towns.
And the Knicks with possession here. Frazier, the pass to Ewing. Here is Worthy, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
James Worthy at the line. 1 shot.
And Worthy no good on that one.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
New York leading by 12. Frazier scanning the floor. A pass to DeBusschere. Worthy outside. Just 3 on the clock. No good that time. And so it's Patrick Ewing making highlights for New York. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Love on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. DeBusschere is out there with Ewing. Then it's Worthy. Then there's Frazier. And it's Houston at the shooting guard position. 6 to shoot. Here's Frazier. Peterson grabs the miss.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Now, Frazier, after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Ewing. Frazier outside. Towns against Ewing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Peterson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for New York. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them.
Now, here's Worthy. After Jeremy Lin's miss, DeBusschere can't get the basket. Down low. Here's Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
First one falls for him.
I think as fans, you always want to see the best in the league healthy. Anthony Davis out there tonight. The NBA is just better than maybe he's playing.
Barnett, he's checked in for the Knicks. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Hornets.
And they continue to control the glass.
Lynn against Davis. Lynn's shot is off. Hornets trail by 7. Pass to Rice. Back to Davis. Mitchell outside. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Worthy, and Worthy throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Coming off a terrific season. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Mitchell outside. Pass to Towns. Lynn against Ball. Left side, Towns. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lynn against Ball. New York moving it around. DeBusschere passes to Barnett. Here's Ewing. He's guarded by Davis. Second chance effort, and Davis sends it back.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Ewing following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Lynn. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Lynn.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Both free throws good from Lynn. Now here's Ball. He has yet to score. Davis with a screen on Lynn. Inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What I like right there, Ball is patient. He waits for a passing lane to appear, and then he hits it.
Lynn kicks to Ewing. Worthy outside. Ewing inside. Defended by Towns. Ewing's shot is good.
And one reason why Ewing is not only an all-star talent, but a Hall of Fame talent. Awesome at getting to his spots and then capitalizing.
Now here is Davis. 7 points in the game. Fires for 3. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Barnett. Nice form on the 20-footer. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
Yeah, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
To the wing right side. Towns against Ewing. Towns kicks the ball. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Ewing. New York leading by 8. Pass to Barnett. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Oh, Worthy with the block. And here's DeBusschere. This is his first free throw of the game.
Dave DeBusschere at the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Frazier, he's checked in for the Knicks. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And guys, it's really amazing the effect DeBusschere has on this team, especially on the defensive end. He's smart, he's cagey, and incredibly tough.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 6 and the basket from Ball. Outside, Ewing. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 3 assists now in this one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now, here's Ball. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Frazier the pass to DeBusschere. Here's Ewing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Davis has the open look from outside off the mark. New York shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. And that one, good. Barnett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Worthy. To the inside. Shot's good by Barnett. Barnett's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Towns. He's guarded by Ewing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Worthy feeling it out a bit. Shoots over ball. Worthy, no good. Pass to Rice. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dave DeBusschere.
And when you think of Rice, his consistency comes to mind, as well as that dead-eye shooting form.
The Hornets have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Rice.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Frazier the pass to Ewing. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF, capital T, soft. I get mad watching them play.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Look here now at Charlotte. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Patrick Ewing in this game so far, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
The Knicks leading by 10. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Anthony Davis. Doncic out there with Mitchell. And it's Rice in at the small forward. Here's Houston. Pass to Ewing. Fades away. And off the glass. That one's good. Ewing's got 23.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
And there it is for him.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for New York. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
For New York, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hornets trail by 8. Doncic looking it over. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Knicks with the rebound. Ewing's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Frazier. It's Ewing high post. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Give it up for
Gasol's checked in. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Sampson. He's defended by Gasol. Shoots. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Rice has got 6 points.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And now a look at Donovan Mitchell. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in scoring, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Free throw good, Gasol.
Pau Gasol still remains an offensive threat for this basketball team, expanding his range over time and still has that nice soft jumper.
Hunter's checked in for Charlotte. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside, Davis. Back to Doncic. Mitchell outside. Misses the three.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack the confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Walt Frazier at the line. One shot.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Frazier the pass to Houston. The kick out to Worthy. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Sampson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Sampson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Frazier. And it's Luka with the rebound. Hornets trail by 11. Davis with a screen on Frazier. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Houston. Here's Gasol. It's deflected.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And some changes here for the Hornets. Gordon comes in for Anthony Davis. And Ball subbed in for Mitchell. Frazier against Doncic. Frazier left side. Hunter against King. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. Count the basket.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Sampson. Pass to Hunter. Doncic outside. No good with the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Offensive rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Sampson. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Sampson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Lynn dishes to Frazier. Gasol, a screen on Doncic. Here's Frazier. It's deflected. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Hunter, the pass to Doncic. Back to Hunter. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Pass to Gasol. Good. Nice job down low.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Hunter with it. Outside, Ball. Now, Doncic. There's the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
51 seconds left to play in the third. And Ball with the block.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
The Knicks making a switch here. Barnett's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Peterson's checked in. The triple! Doncic!
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Knicks with the lead. And here's Lynn. Inside, stolen by Gordon. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
Lynn looking it over. Lob pass to Gasol. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Love on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got King. Barnett is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's McDyess, and it's Gasol at the center.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
McDyess a screen. Lin against Doncic. McDyess can't hit.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Knicks trail by 4. This all setting the pick for Lin to the middle. Got a piece of it. Doncic against Lin. Doncic passes to Davis. It's rebounded by New York. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside, Lin. New York moving the ball around. Here's Gasol. It's tipped. Now here is Davis. He's covered by McDyess. Davis, the pass to Rice. A three-pointer, no good. Knicks have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to McDyess.
Wow, they made every free throw here in the second half.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
The first one falls. Mitchell, who's checked in for Charlotte. Second free throw, no good. Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Frazier against Doncic. Three-pointer, worthy. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic outside. Lets it go from 14.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
New York missing again. The Hornets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and the shot goes in. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Answer.
DeBusschere, he's checked in for Antonio McDyess. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Here's Houston, covered by Mitchell. Worthy kicks to DeBusschere. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist. Worthy's got his third assist on the night.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball. And his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Doncic against Frazier.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Houston. Some nice passing by New York here to take the lead. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling.
Anthony Davis at the line. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Houston. Davis against DeBusschere. Gasol, a screen on Mitchell to the paint. Gasol. And Gasol able to finish.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Frazier against Doncic. Frazier left side. Shoots over Doncic. That's short off the rim.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And so confident, even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Patrick Ewing's checked in for the Knicks. All free throws good from Doncic. Knicks trail by 5. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent